of the Ask Sue Show.
Hello and welcome to the Ask Sue Show. Hope everybody's all okay, and welcome to everybody that's in the chat room tonight. We are waiting for our special guest to call in, and she is absolutely amazing. She is not going to be just our guest. This is going to be her first night of hopefully many, where she is going to be co-hosting with myself. So I am just absolutely buzzing tonight, to say the absolute least, to welcome on such a fantastic lady. Please, everybody, if you haven't already joined, please go to the Ask Sue Show group that is on Facebook. And also, we have got the Global Animal Advocate as well. So please, everybody, by all means, share to those. And please, the ones that are my usual Ask Sue Show listeners, please change your statuses and let everybody know that you are listening to the Ask Sue Show. I hope that everybody's okay in the chat. Let's do a quick shout out in the chat room. We've got Bill, we've got Dee, we've got Dr. Detroit, we've got the guests that need to sign into Blog Talk Radio. We've got Lorna Anstey, Mona, Alexa, I think that's right, Psychic Medium Max, and my lovely friend, Rat Heebie-Jeebie. Thank you very much to all of you for joining into the show. And also, thank you very much to Max and Bill. They're going to be sharing all the links tonight as well. We are very much looking forward to the show. We're just waiting for Victoria to literally to call in. So hopefully she'll be doing that very, very soon. Obviously, we were working hard with the Global Animal Advocate. This has been absolutely amazing. It's been growing every single day. We've got more people joining, and also Victoria is going to be joining in as well with all her different groups and all the missions that she's got. And trust me, she's got plenty and a lot to be talking about tonight as well. I'm just hoping we haven't got a problem with our phone lines tonight. Let me just see. And also, I've got to say a big hello as well to the NJSPCA, the captain. He has just messaged me to say good luck for the show, and also that he's put it onto his page to literally announce about the show as well. So I'd like to welcome all of those people that have come over from the NJSPCA page. Welcome to the show. Hope you're all having a great day as well. Just to let everybody know, people that are new to the show, I'm actually in the UK. We've got people in Australia, America, the UK, Belfast, all over the world. So it's bringing a lot of people together, and this is what the Global Animal Advocate is all about, bringing different groups from all over the world together in one place. So I'm really, really looking forward to this. If anybody would like to email into the show, please email asksueshow@gmail.com. That's asksueshow@gmail.com. And also, if you'd like to call into the show, if you're in America, you can call in from 347-327-9694, or you can call in from the UK, and that's 001-347-327-9694. Now, anybody's calling from the UK and is not on international calls for free, you can call 0844-869-9900, wait for the prompt, and then call in on 001-347-327-9694. So please call in, or you can email as well, and obviously you can message us in the chat room as well. So I'd like to welcome everybody in. Obviously, we're getting quite a few people in the chat room as well, so that's brilliant to see, and welcome everybody, all the new ones. Can I just say to the guests that are literally not signing in yet, it does just take a minute. If you move down to the bottom of the page, you can click a link that will take you to Blog Talk Radio. If you click on there, you can log in or sign in. You can register there as well, and it does take just a couple of minutes to literally do that. So please, by all means, sign into Blog Talk Radio, and then you can even join in as well. The guests can actually join into the chat room, and you can literally let us know your thoughts, You can tell us about the Ask Sue show if you've got any questions to ask, or maybe you've got some stories you'd like to share with us as well about some animal cruelty or whatever it may be. Please, by all means, you can email as well, asksueshow@gmail.com. Right, I've got a small problem. Apparently there's a problem with her getting through. So let me just give her the number again, just in case she's not got it, bless her. 7. Okay. Let me just... Always a problem at the Ask Sue show, bless. I think what it is, she's actually rushing and she's probably pressed the wrong number or something, bless her. So let me just find that other number for her as well. Hold on. All the fun, isn't it? So I hope everybody's obviously getting ready for the weekend. Obviously here in the UK it is 6 minutes past 9. So hope everybody's all ready for the weekend. Okay, and hopefully we'll be able to get Victoria in just a couple of moments. I just want to say a couple of thank yous as well to the people that have been supporting literally all over the world with the Ask Sue show. We have done a lot in the background as well. We're got loads of different things coming up. So if everybody wants to join us, please, join the group and share the links. And also, by all means, join the Global Animal Advocate. Now, I'm just going to literally see if we can sort out Victoria, because bless her, she still can't get in. So what we'll do is we'll have one of my favourite songs, and we're going to obviously have to get this in for the wonderful Victoria. So we'll be back in just a couple of minutes while you just change your statuses and tell everybody you're listening to the Ask Sue show. Back in a couple of minutes.
Give me everything.
Well, you know how I'm usually very professional on the Ask Sue show, okay? And I know, obviously, I'm very much always chilled out and always very good at my best behaviour. Tonight, forget it. Woohoo! Victoria is in on the phones, and I am absolutely chuffed to welcome Victoria Eisermann into the studio. Victoria, how are you doing, love?
Hello, how are you? I'm sorry I'm late, fashionably late as usual, that's me. Sorry about
It's
that,
okay,
I couldn't
we
get
know you
through.
were putting your makeup on, you were getting all ready for it, weren't you?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely, because my 4 dogs really, they really care what I look like, So I have to look perfect for them, of course. No, I'm really honoured to be here. Thank you for asking me to do the show. It's, it's not something that I've done before, so I'm new to this, so please excuse me. But thank you very much for asking me.
Oh, it is my absolute pleasure. Oh, honestly, we have been buzzing about this, and it's just been absolutely fantastic. Now, just for those daft people that literally say, who's Victoria? Tell them all about yourself.
Oh, my God, there's lots of people that don't know who I am, and that's fine. Well, where do we start? I mean, this radio show's for 2 hours. I mean, if we're going to talk about me, it's going to take a few weeks.
Well, excellent. But you're going to be on loads of shows, so, we'll just start.
I'll make it really,
give them a quick
really short.
banter, love.
I founded a organisation called Canine Angels with 2 of my best friends, Annika and Pola. It's basically an organisation that rescues and rehomes dogs worldwide. We started doing that a year ago, and it just started with one little dog that we saw on Facebook. Her name was Angel. And, I'm sure lots of people are on Facebook and they see lots of little dogs, and most of us just go past them. We have a quick look and we go, oh, that's really terrible. And we don't do anything about it, and we do go away and feel a little bit bad. But the 3 of us just got talking, and we were like, why don't we try and save this little dog? And we did. Within weeks, we brought her over to the UK, and she stayed with me for a week in foster at my house. And then we sent her to America, and she lives on a ranch. And the 3 of us were so elated and so happy about what we'd done, saving this little dog and giving her a life. We just couldn't stop. And a year later, we've now helped to rescue and rehome 300 dogs. We've got a lot of media attention with lots of the events and things that we've done. We've raised a lot of money. And we just want to keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger and just keep saving more dogs. It just feels absolutely amazing to do that. So I won't be stopping anytime soon. I'm nearly 42. I can see me doing this until I'm 90. And it's a very addictive thing. That's it really. Just keep saving dogs.
Excellent. Now, can I just say, she's obviously one of these people that literally doesn't praise herself very much. This lady is absolutely amazing. She does so much behind the scenes and is literally, she's just fantastic. Soon as I message her and just, actually, I won't take all the credit. My friend Sean literally did.
Actually, I want to do a shout out for Sean. I just want to say hello,
let's go and
Sean.
do a big shout out to him. He's a star, bless him. And just for anybody who doesn't know, that's Max in the chat room. He's absolutely fantastic.
Sorry, Max in the chat room. There you go.
Yeah, we know he's Sean as well as Max. It's very confusing, but he's absolutely fantastic. He's like my little brother, bless him, and I love him very much. And he got in touch with Victoria, and Victoria got in touch with me straight away and said, yes, of course, I'll come on the show. There is not many people that will do that so quickly, and I am so grateful. It's been absolutely fantastic.
For me, if I can just spread the word on what we're doing and what other people are doing as well, about saving these dogs all over the world, and if any chance that I have to do that, then I'm gonna take that chance. And obviously, being on your show was one of those chances. So of course, I'm gonna, snap that up in a second, really.
Exactly. Oh, brilliant. Now, can you, obviously, first of all, I've got to just say, Dr. Detroit, who's in the chat room, wants to say a big shout out to you.
Oh my God, Dr. Detroit!
He just said he's been twittering the show, and all
Oh,
sorts. It's
bless.
all over the place. And he's
Yeah,
been
yeah. Well,
spreading.
I spoke to him one night when I was quite tipsy, and when I just done Big Brother this year, and we spoke over the phone. For, I don't know, for about half an hour. He interviewed me about Big Brother. So yeah, hello, Dr. Detroit. How are you doing? I can't hear him,
So
of
come
course,
on,
but
very quickly. I mean, all the doggy people will be saying, "Oh, don't be talking about Big Brother." But listen, this is about Victoria as well tonight, because she's going to be coming on loads of different shows with us. And let me just tell you, loads of different topics. I can see me and this lady are going to get on very, very well with loads of different rants. And I've told her the procedure
absolutely.
about the rants, okay? So she's okay. She's settled into the Asu family very well. She knows to build up for the rant and all of that, and she knows you'll all understand. So that's fine. So, Big Brother. What was
well,
it
you
like?
know what? I wasn't actually going to mention it until you said Dr. Detroit. And
Oh, no.
the
No,
one thing
come on. They want to
you'll
know a
learn
little
about
bit
me.
about Big Brother too.
The one thing you'll learn about me as well, and people learn about me, is that when I talk, I don't actually think before I talk, and I'm typical Aquarian. I just come out with stuff, and sometimes afterwards I'm
that's
like,
fine.
oh my God, I shouldn't have said that. But you know what? I would rather be the open person that I am, and just be really honest, and then maybe have some regrets afterwards for saying stuff, than being one of those closed people that never really say what they feel. So yeah, no, I wasn't really going to mention Big Brother, but there you go, I did.
All I'm going to say is, chat room, do you think that she's going to settle into the Asu show if she can rant, she's to the point, blacks, blacks, whites, white, and she says it
Oh,
is
you
it
don't
is.
get
I mean,
much more to the point than me, honestly.
to be fair, I
I've
think the
lost
whole
friends
chat room is
over
just
it,
going to
so-
light up in a minute and just tell me that you'll just settle straight in. Straight away we've got
fantastic.
Max saying, yippee!
Oh, bless.
No, come on then, tell us about Big Brother. What was it actually like?
Oh my God. I'll be honest with you, if I had done that show 20 years ago, when I was a glamour model and very wild and crazy woman that I was, in different ways, because I still think I'm a bit of a wild, crazy woman, I would have probably won the show or stayed on there a lot longer and probably enjoyed it. But doing it as myself now, Victoria Eisermann, 41-year-old vegan animal rights person, somebody that's worldly, somebody that has done a lot with their life, well, I think I have, going in there with a lot of 20-year-olds, most of them are there just to, I don't know, put it nicely, just get on the telly and show off, you know, not much talent. I'm not saying all of them, but most of them. And also people that I have absolutely nothing in common with whatsoever. I'm sure they'll become deeper beings as they become older. Maybe they won't. But there was just nothing there whatsoever. I had nothing to talk about with these people. I've come away with 2 friends from that show. So, yeah, for me now, it really was something. I was there and I was thinking, what the hell am I doing here? I am not liking this at all. And I wanted out, and I was out straight away, so that was good. But as I said, if I'd done it 20 years ago, I probably would have loved it. I would have stayed in a lot longer, and things would have turned out differently. But yeah, I mean, it was a dream of mine. I have now done it. Admittedly at the wrong time of my life, but I've done it. So yeah, that's ticked off my list now, my bucket list.
So for those people that aren't into the Big Brother, and I must admit,
Yeah,
not very
absolutely.
much into the Big Brother, who was actually on the show with you?
Well, God, you know, and you say that, and I was only on there not so long ago, and it's hard for me to even remember. That's what I'm trying to say. There's only,
Okay, then, let's narrow
there's only
it
a
down.
few people that, well,
Who was the
people
one
that stuck in
you
my
really
head that
didn't want to spend a minute with, and who was the one who came out with as a friend?
Well, I've come away with two people. I mean, there's a few people that I liked, but 2 in particular would be Benedict Garrett and Lydia, Louisa. Both of those people, I think, are great people. Really, you know, have depth, have a lot going on. There's a few in there that I literally, I don't hate anybody, and that's the absolute truth, but really sort of dislike very much. One was Caroline, the one with the big hair, and the other one that swore all the time. Just every single word was a swear word. Those 2 people, really. But to be honest, they're not really worth sort sort of talking about, to be honest. But
No, I know what you mean. I know what you
yeah,
mean.
yeah.
Now, was there any? I mean, it's quite funny. I've got to read. Dr. Detroit obviously has obviously done some research about you, because he's always also saying Victoria got voted out second because the younger contestants weren't really accepting of an older point of view.
You know what? I think what happened in there, the second I got into the house, literally within 5 minutes, somebody had to nominate 3 people for elimination a couple of days later, and I was nominated, and I think that just got to me. Within 5 minutes, my dream, I felt, was going, and you know, because I didn't know at that moment within 5 minutes that I wasn't going to be happy in the house, so I became very sort of unhappy that I you know, I knew the second that the girl said that she wanted to put me up for elimination, I knew it was me that was going. I'm not sure if it was an age thing. I really don't know. I have no idea. I think I was so different to everybody in there, being really, really animal rights, being really, really vegan. Again, you know, somebody that has lived, and I wasn't there just to show off in front of the cameras. That is the absolute truth. I was there to promote Canine Angels, which I feel has actually backfired a little bit for Canine Angels, to be honest. So that was it, really. But as I said, you know, I could not wait to get out of there. The truth be known, I really couldn't.
Yeah.
I don't know what it wasn't age. I actually don't know what it is. I'm not quite sure. I think maybe because I wouldn't play the pretend game with them, and I was too real.
Yeah. Yeah.
So.
Now, how did it? Let's go off the Big Brother, because let's face it,
let's go off the Big Brother.
That's old news now. Let's talk about how did you become, and when did you become, and I suppose a little bit of why as well, did you become vegan?
You know, I turned vegetarian when I was 6. My father brought home, and I'm pretty sure this is why I became vegetarian. My father brought home 2 little ducks, tiny little things. He brought them home, and I saw them grow into big ducks from little chicks, and they were so beautiful. And I used to ask my mother lots of questions, you know, why are we eating chicken when we've got ducks in the garden, and I've got a rabbit, you know, why would we have rabbit stew when we've got a rabbit in the garden? And I've always been somebody, from a very, very young age, if I didn't want to do something, I wouldn't do it. I was quite a naughty child, to be honest with you. And I literally just refused to eat meat at the age of 6. And I'm really, really sure it's because of my father. I have to thank him for that, that I became vegetarian. And then the reason I became vegan was 8 years ago. There's an organisation called Viva, and I can't remember, I think I saw something online, and they were doing some sort of speech and talk about veganism and China study. And I went along to that, and it was Juliet Gallatley talking, and it made so much sense, and everything that she was saying about the dairy industry, about the cows, about the way that basically calves are born, they're taken away from their mothers, they're killed, and the cows are artificially inseminated just to keep them lactating so that humans can have their milk. And I was just so disgusted that we could do that, and then also finding out that some of the stuff that milk has in it is really quite gross, and it's not good for you. It's not meant for humans. It's meant for cows. And so that was it. I literally went home. I took everything out of my fridge that was made of dairy and became vegan around 8 years ago. And I would definitely say I'm a hardcore vegan. The only thing I don't do that would be considered to not be vegan is I do still have a leather handbag that I've had 15 years that I still use. Apart from that, I'm absolutely 1,000,000% vegan. I like to, I know I'm not a holy person, and I like to say that vegan, I know people are going to go, oh my God, that sounds really silly, but I like to say that veganism is my religion. I believe in peace, in love, and by being a vegan, I believe that's what I'm letting out to the world is peace and love. So, yeah, bit of a hippie at heart, really. I am a hippie, I know, I really am. It sounds really silly, but, you know, I just think we need more love and peace in the world. So,
Exactly.
Yes.
So how do, obviously, let's be fair, you mix with quite a few celebrities along the way, and we'll have a little bit of a name thing there in a minute, but how do your friends and everything take on board all of your animal rights and your how you're a vegan and all of the different work that you do? Do you get people that are a bit funny with you because of how hard you actually work with it?
You know, I think if I'd been doing this in my 20s and I didn't know who my real... I think as we all grow older, we sort of cipher out who are our real friends and who are not our real friends. And my close friends are all very similar to me. You know, Annika and Pola from Canine Angels, they're both vegetarians. The three of us live and breathe animals. Between us, we've got 15 dogs. You know, that's 3 girls. So my friends are very much the same as me. Obviously, I've got other friends that are not quite as passionate as myself, and that's fine. I don't like to shove things down people's throats about my veganism, about my animal rights. I do tell them. I do, if they ask me and they are eating meat in front of me, I do tell them. But I'm not going to shove it down their throats and say, you know, you're a bad person for eating meat, because I believe that we're all evolving at different times, at different levels, and I've just evolved maybe a little bit faster than others in that respect. So I don't have a go at people. The only people I do have a go at some people, and that's people that wear fur. I will do a little bit of rant about that in a minute. Yes, I mean, so against fur, you have no idea. I saw a girl today in TK Maxx, and I actually, as I walked away from her, I thought, oh my God, I wish I'd had my You're a Fur Hag stickers on me, because she'd have got one right on her back. I need to make some more of those, actually. Yeah, so my very close friends feel very much the same as me, and I don't think I would have them as majorly close friends if they didn't. It is a different world, you know. It can be. You know, when you really love animals and you meet other people that really love animals, you just get along with them. Yeah. Even if you don't get along with other things that you agree with them, that is one fundamental thing that you do get along with them about, is the love of animals. And again, you know, if someone doesn't love animals, generally, I'm not going to like them.
No,
I can't help that. I can't help the way I feel. If you don't like dogs, I have a problem with that. So, yeah, most of my friends are pretty much like me. Yeah. But again, I can count my friends on one hand, my close friends. I know lots and lots of people, thousands actually. But again, you know, I've got very few close friends.
Well, you've just gained an Ask Sue family. Is that okay?
Sorry?
I said you've just gained an Ask Sue family. Is that okay?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. And my furry friends are all lying on the settee, you know, in all sorts of positions. Bless their little cotton dogs.
So we've got to name them. Come on, what dogs have you got, and what are their names?
Well, I've got 3 Lhasa Apsos. Not lots of people know what Lhasa Apsos are. They look like Shih Tzus, but they've got longer noses. Dogs?
I'm
sorry?
Are they lion dogs?
What
they call us lion dogs?
They are. They were.
My granddad had one of them. It was called Lichen.
Yeah, they were actually guard dogs in the Tibetan monastery thousands of years ago, because of their acute hearing. If you looked at them, you would not see them at all and say, well, that dog's a guard dog, because they're so fluffy and cute, the little teddy bears. But they were guard dogs. They do have very good hearing. They're just amazing. Oh, I just adore them. I just want to eat them. I've got 3 dogs. I've got 4 dogs. I've got Louis, who's 10, Sophie, who's 8, Harry, who's 2, and I've got Mika, my Romanian Chihuahua mix. She's 2. She just walked in the room. And I've been a bit of a naughty girl, because I just come back from Romania a month ago, and I went out there to film for Canine Angels, and I came back with another street dog that's going to be coming over in a couple of weeks' time. Her name will be Bella. Her name is Bella.
Oh, bless.
Yeah.
And what sort is Bella?
Well, Bella's a mixed breed. You know, it's hard with the strays. You never quite know what they are, and I'm not quite sure what she is. But she's a mixed breed. She's small like a Chihuahua. She's absolutely beautiful. I will be introducing her soon when she comes over.
Oh, bless you.
I'm just
Now,
buying all her cute little things at the moment. Her princess bed, and I know it's just silly, but it's just cute stuff for her. I mean, she you know, she was a street dog, so yeah. I just want to take them all. I really do. I just want to grab them all, put them in loads of trucks, and just bring them over and just have loads of land and just have them all, really. But there you go.
well,
Maybe one day.
obviously, I've just got to say a very quick mention as well to a guy that I introduced you to the other day, tonight, Marcel. We had him on the show the other night, and he was absolutely amazing. And he'd got shelters, and in his shelter that he's built up himself, they've got 3 staff, including himself, and they've got 300 dogs.
Wow. Just 3 stars?
Just amazing. You've never seen anything like it. It's just absolutely fantastic.
Wow. I need to get some tips from this guy.
I'll tell you what, I just think to myself, we've got in the UK, we have got shelters, and we've got, like, goodness knows how many staff, and we've got, you know, say 20, 30 dogs, and they're cleaning them out all day and they're faffing about, and I'm like, oh my goodness, he's got 300, and they've got 3 staff. They haven't got any more hours in the day than we have.
Absolutely. Where is Marcel based?
He is at, now, mine's gone dead. He's in Germany, but he's been over to Romania and fetched dogs over from there as well.
Okay.
Yeah, he's in Germany, yeah.
Okay, I definitely have to check him out.
Oh, I'll tell you what, absolutely. Well, we're going to have him and you on the show. I've had a word with Marcel already.
Okay,
and we'll have a 3-way natter because he is just absolutely fantastic. You know, he was really, really good. And, you know, I just think that this is when it's actually helping because we're bringing all people together, and just absolutely buzzes me the fact that we can help so many through the Ask Sue show, but also through yourself and through other people that are joining us. And it can just make such a big difference.
So, you know, it just takes all of us to unite and put all our ideas together and money together. You know, I've just been out to Romania, as I said, a month ago with Canine Angels, and we went out there, and I went out there basically just to do some filming because I wanted to bring back some of the footage and stuff that I've seen myself rather than other stuff that I've seen online or whatever. And I went out there to do some filming, and I ended up, myself and Paula, one of my Canine Angels, we ended up only taking only 12 dogs off the streets of Romania, and that wasn't what we had planned to do. But it's really, really hard. You know, you can't. We wanted to take all of them, but we couldn't afford it. It's all about money at the end of the day. So we took these 12 dogs, we sheltered them, we've got them ready with their passports and everything, and they're actually coming over in the next few weeks. We've got them homes here in the UK. I was going somewhere with that story. Yeah, you know, it's people say to us, well, why Romania? A lot of people are saying that. Why Thailand? The reason we rescue dogs from Romania, and we would rescue dogs from the UK as well, but over here they're not being clubbed to death. They're not being poisoned. You know, they're not doing mass killings. They're not being set on fire. All sorts of things are happening to them out there, and that's why we're helping Romania. And you know, the same thing in Thailand, where you know it's a really dire situation out there. That they're sending the dogs over, they're being caught, and the dogs are being sent over to Vietnam, where they're being boiled alive, being skinned alive, being eaten. So that's why we help other countries, and I really don't like that when people say, well, why are these countries and not the UK? Because we have Dogs Trust, because we have the Battersea Dogs Home and loads of other different organisations that are helping. And generally in this country, we're not cruel to dogs or cruel to animals. So in these countries they are. So that's why we're helping those countries at the moment.
Yeah. Now this. I must just say to you, I saw that the pictures the other week about the dogs that were boiled alive. And can I just say to people, I looked at those pictures. Now, I didn't cry about it, but I feel like it was because my mind actually couldn't take it in.
I agree with you there, yeah.
do you know what I mean? And you saying, you know, you wanted to go over there and you wanted to see it for yourself. I sort of felt like, I feel like every
You
single
kind of
time
don't
we
believe
look on
it's
Facebook,
happening.
yeah, it's like I sit there and think, this can't be for real.
Yeah, this is Photoshop,
You know?
or this is something, yeah.
And the fact that, and I can't even say those humans, they're not humans, they're not just,
No,
they're not even animals, because I wouldn't put them in the same lines as the dogs.
No,
The scum
definitely not.
that was actually doing that to those dogs, I just think, where did we get them from? You know, how can they live on the same planet as us?
As I said to you before, I am literally one of the most peaceful people you'll ever meet, and sorry to say this, and some people won't like it, but I would like to get a machine gun and machine gun those people down. I would do it.
Oh my goodness, yes, wouldn't you? But do you know what? You saying about, firstly, I want to just say something to you. You said that you only took 12 dogs. That's still 12 dogs more than some people are ever going to say.
Absolutely.
You know, and at the end of the day, you deserve a round of applause, except we're on the radio, otherwise you'd get the whole crowd to do a round of applause. But
it
you know what I mean?
doesn't feel like much, but you know, Canine Angels, we basically get donations from people, and as soon as they come in, they go out. You know, that cost that cost near to £1,000. Well, it was around £1,000 for those 12 dogs.
I was just going to say to you, how much per dog does it actually take to get them from there to here?
You know, if it was to be in the UK, it would be hundreds, wouldn't it? I mean, I don't even know how much it is to spay a dog here. I think it's £150. It's different at different vets. Out there, I'm not sure. I know to get a dog absolutely sorted out for a passport is around, I think, around £100. I may be wrong, but I think it's about £100, and that's really, really cheap. That's for spay and neutering, all the vaccinations that it would need, its passport. I mean, that's really, really cheap. And then to bring the dog over as well, it's all in all, if you want to rescue a dog, it's around £200. That's all in all. So actually,
so we can so people are listening to the show and they've actually seen, you know, the work you've been doing in Romania and think, you know, I'd love to help this lady to be able to get a dog. For just £200, you could get all that done and then fetched over here, just for £200.
Absolutely. From Romania, yes. From Thailand, it's completely different. We have to use flight volunteers that kindly do that, and obviously I think I can't remember because Annika actually deals with the Thai dogs. I think it's around £800 for the Thai dogs.
Okay.
We were helping with that. We were doing charity events. We had a comedy night one night in London, and we raised £700 that night. So that was for one dog, or you know. So we do things like that. We do try to help out. With the Romanian dogs, it's around £200, yes, and you can bring a dog over. There's thousands of them, and we have thousands. Every single day is updated with dogs. You know, and within the last few weeks, the three of us have been really trying to rehome the 12 dogs that we found on the streets of Romania 4 weeks ago, and we have. I think we've got 2 to rehome. The others have been fostered and adopted already. Yeah, I mean, it's just incredible how it's gone. It's within 1 year. The year's gone very fast, first of all, for Canine Angels, but we've done so much. I couldn't be more proud of Annika and Paula. You know, I really couldn't. Canine Angels has definitely changed my life, and well, I'll just go through some of the things that we've done. Last week we were giving out awards.
Victoria, I've just got somebody who would love to speak to you, right? Now,
come on, I love talking.
A good friend of ours from the Asu family. It's quite funny because I say he's like my Facebook dad, but he says I'm like his sister. So, but we'll agree to disagree.
Oh, okay.
And this is Howard Einstein. He does all of the Go Green, Go Blue events. And any dogs or any events that we do it through the Go Green, Go Blue. And this is what Howard started up, and he's in America. So I'm just going to say to him, maybe we could do a little event for the Canine Angels. Howard, what do you reckon?
I think for Miss Victoria we can do that. Welcome to the family,
Hello,
Miss
Howard.
Victoria.
How are you?
Oh, I'm wonderful today. You know, it's Black Friday in the U.S., so the stores are mobbed with customers. But I just wanted to tell you how much I admire you and respect your work.
Oh, thank you so much.
So since my Facebook sister says we're doing an event, we're doing an event. She's my boss. I report to her. So whatever she's listening, I got my mom, I got my wife, and now I have Sue.
Oh, well, that's fantastic. Family's a good thing. Family's a good thing. Oh, well, I'll have to add you on Facebook now.
Huh?
I'll have to add you on Facebook now.
Absolutely. And Sue, she knows who my hero is, right? The little guy by the name of Patrick.
Oh, do you know what? If we actually had, I'm going to say £5 because me and Victoria are in the UK. If we had £5, Victoria, for every time that we heard Howard say Patrick, okay, which I'll send you the link in case you've not heard about Patrick yet.
No,
I can honestly say we could.
To me, Sue.
Sorry?
You've opened up a whole new world to me.
Oh, well, listen to me. If we actually had £5 for every time Howard said the word Patrick, we could actually rehome the whole of Romania dogs by now.
Wow.
Yeah. Victoria, I'll just tell you real quick, then I go. He was, Patrick was a dog that was nearly starved to death. Someone tied him to a railing, wrapped him up in plastic, threw him down the garbage chute. He did survive. And he's a true miracle, and he has probably single-handedly inspired more people than any other animal. We had the captain on, and he's a true miracle. We had the captain on, who's going to be a regular now, and he said he had never seen a dog that in that bad a shape that survived. So he truly, I mean, Sue and I went to Met, so he's truly united about, united people, and that's what it's all about, like the captain said.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Yep, it's about the animals.
Victoria, all I can say, Victoria, is wait until you see the picture, okay? I'll send you. You can join the page. On the Patrick Miracle page alone, there is 250,000 people.
Oh, wow.
So
he amazing. So, Victoria, if ever you go to America, I'm sorry, I'm carrying your bags, love. Me and you are going together, okay?
Oh, definitely. I'm still thinking about Patrick. What's his page again?
Patrick Miracle.
Patrick Miracle.
Miracle. Oh,
yeah, Patrick Miracle.
And Sue, I did want to leave by saying one note that the captain has said. I'm going to leave on this note to everybody out there. It's about the animals, not us.
Oh,
it's about
absolutely.
saving the animals. We are just here to be their voice to the voiceless.
Absolutely, 1,000,000%. I totally agree with you on that.
Well, I will leave it at that note. And Victoria, welcome to the family. And maybe you'll pop in on a Tuesday. Maybe you'll pop in because I'm this average guy who just hosts with Sue every Tuesday. So you're always welcome to come in on a Tuesday. Anyway, guys, you have a good rest.
It's on your Facebook, love.
Oh, okay, all right. Sorry, I'm so new to this. I have no idea what I'm doing. Lovely to meet you, Howard.
Okay, Victoria, be well, and Sue, I will talk to you soon. Take care, ladies. Love you.
Bye.
Okay, look after yourself, Howard. Cheers, love.
I will,
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Oh, he's a star, bless him. He rings in the show every time just to make sure that I'm okay and, everything. He's brilliant, bless him. So that was Howard Eibstein. All of us know him in the old chat room, bless him. He's a star. Now, where will we go?
That Patrick has really touched me.
Have you seen the picture, love?
No.
Right.
Don't get me going.
No, we'll show you that after the show, okay?
Oh, I'm going to do it now. I'm going on there now. Patrick, is it just Patrick Miracle?
Yeah, it's on. Oh, I don't know which profile you're on, love.
Oh, I've got it.
Also, we need to say to people that Victoria is on Facebook. Go and find her, Victoria Eisermann. Give her an ad, but make sure you say to her that you heard her on the Ask Sue show.
What is he? He's a.
Let me show you the actual what he was like before. Okay? Have you found the page, love?
I found one page, but I don't think it's the page. It's
right, okay.
Miracle.
It's got 253,000 on him. On this page.
Nearly 3,000, yeah, I'm on that one.
No, there's one with 253,000.
Oh, I see. Okay, then let me go again.
Listen, I'll tell you what, we'll go off it because if you see the picture, it'll just crack you off and then you won't be able to concentrate.
Yes. Oh, you know what? It just makes it all... things like this just make me... Oh, there's one with 5,000. Okay, he's got a few pages, hasn't he?
Yeah, oh, we're sure to have. Absolutely sure to have. So listen, also with Howard, we'll do an event after the show that will get joined with the Global Animal Advocate page, which of course you've joined, where we're going to be joining all the groups together. And obviously Canine Angels is going to join forces with us and post all of their posts all over there as well. So that's really, really good. So this is what it's all about though, isn't it? Just literally bringing people together to get a bigger voice.
Absolutely. You know? When I was in Romania, I spoke to the vet out there, and he really put things into perspective when he said to me, because, you know, I don't know what it is, but I seem to think that I can do this and I can do that and I can go over and I can spay and neuter them. I was even saying, oh, yes, I'll do it myself. I'll spay and neuter all these dogs myself, you know. And he said to me, and he really, really made me think, he said, just to spay and neuter Bucharest alone would cost 10 million euros. Yes.
Good grief.
And that and he said it would take over, I think, 3 years, I think he said. And that's just Bucharest alone. Now, that is a lot of money, but you know, that is you can raise that if everybody got together. Yeah. It is possible.
Now, this is the thing, oh, do you know, it's going to start on a little rant here. I can feel it coming already. But I just, you know, I keep saying to people every single time, Victoria, you know, if we all got together, you know, we've got groups that have got, like the Patrick Miracle page, 250,000.
Yeah.
We've got other people that have got 20 or 30 in their group, or there's people that have got 2,000 in their group. But if all these groups got together, and then we managed to put something together to approach all of the governments all over the world and say, we have had enough of cruelty. And when I say we've had enough of cruelty, I mean everything. Child cruelty, animal cruelty, anything cruelty. We just say to the government, you know what I mean? You need to up these laws because it's obviously not working because we've still seen too much of it. Then surely, to God, something's got to give if it's literally a worldwide campaign.
I totally agree with you, but I don't know much about the subject, but I do know that I think there's a lot of dodgy dealings not in the UK, but I think there's some dodgy dealings going on in certain countries, and I think that...
Oh, my Lord.
The reason
that will come... I will show you to a different page. I will show you to a different page after the show, and everybody knows it on the thing, because I'm always telling them about it, called Hey Mr. Government Globally.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's another page that's in to do with the show as well, because we actually showing people how corrupt half these governments... No, I'll probably up that slightly. 3/4 of our governments actually are.
They make money out of the dogs being killed, don't they? Yeah, so exactly, in certain countries. So I'm not sure if we're ever going to get things completely how we want them to be. But, you know, a friend said to me something the other day, and another thing about people coming together. She said, and it really brought it home to me, she said, if everybody on our page, on the Canine Angels page, and we've got over 5,500 people that are on our page, if every single person gave £1, and you're saying on the Patrick Miracle there's 253,000, that's £253,000.
Yep.
Look how much that could do.
Yep.
Look what that could do. That could do so much.
Yep.
So much.
Exactly.
Not everybody has to give a lot, but everybody has to give something. Everybody has to do something, even if it's tiny. It could be 50p, but if we all did a tiny amount, all of us, we'll get there in the end.
It could make such... It really could make such a big, big, big difference, couldn't it, to say the least?
You know, if you told me a year ago that I would be part of something amazing like Canine Angels, working alongside two amazing women, Annika and Paula, if you told me that, I would have said, you know, no, I'm going to carry on just doing the demonstrations that I do and helping out here and helping out there. We can all make a difference. It doesn't matter how small. If we all just get together, we can all make a difference.
Can you just tell us the link for the Canine Angels as well?
Is this on Facebook?
Either or both?
Yes, it's...
Or is it Canine Guardian and Angels?
No. It's K-9 Angels, and that... Hold on.
Right.
Let me do it, because I...
Hold on a minute. Yeah, if you inbox me, and then I'll share it onto the chat for you.
Yeah, it's K-9 Angels, and our website is www.k-9angels.org. You can't miss us.
I'm just seeing... oh, yeah, I found you. Oh, the bright girls in yellow, bless you.
There, that's us. That's our merchandise.
Well, do you know, we've got a rainbow on the Global Animal Advocate, so you'll fit lovely in our little rainbow.
Oh, wow, I do like a rainbow.
Oh, well, what we're hoping is that we'll have pots of gold on each one to be able to save and rescue all of these dogs and these animals, because it's just getting horrendous, isn't it?
It is. It's getting horrendous. I also think at the same time, funny enough, that there's more people trying to help out and do more as well. Yeah, it seems to be both sides, really. There's a lot more people trying to help, and there's also a lot more cruelty going on. Yeah, it's just, you know, I think any person that's in doing anything with animal rights, it's something that can really take over your life. It does really take over your life.
I wouldn't like to say. I mean, I suppose starting at 9 o'clock in the morning and then not going to bed till 2 o'clock the following morning could really mean taking over your life, do you think? Except when you go and pick your kids up from school and drop them off.
Yeah, no, I know, exactly. And you get angry and you get down and you get, you know, sad and depressed and all sorts of things, and you're broke.
Yeah, but this, do you know what, this is what I keep saying to people, and, you know, I need to say to people, you know, there's so much, you know, it's like myself and Victoria, we both put a lot of money into this, but I've got 4 children, Victoria. Do you know what I mean? I've got 3 dogs. I've got, believe it or not, 16 cats because I did a rescue.
Oh, my God.
And I've got rabbits that I rescued. And the trouble is I'm paying for everything with it as well. And it's like I've had to say to people, I cannot do this all on my own. Everybody wants me to be the voice. Everybody wants me to be the radio for all of these animals, because let's face it, we'll never get enough media coverage for these animals and the cruelty and all of this thing. But this is where I want to do. This is where my line of work is. But I can't afford to do this all on my own. And it's like Canine Angels. You lot can't afford to do it on your own. Unless we've got donations coming in to support what we believe and what we want, we're never going to be able to continue this.
I've spent a hell of a lot of money, and to be honest, it doesn't bother me. It's just money at the end of the day. But I don't have it. You know, if I did, I would be putting it straight into my cause. But I don't have it. We do it via donations. That's the only way we can do it. And you're right. We need the media. We need celebrities. We do have celebrity followers. And it does help. But yeah, we just need more of that, really. More money, more celebrity followers helping us, and But it's not just about money as well. It's emotionally, it's very draining.
Oh gosh, yes. I must admit, not yesterday, the day before, I was talking to my mate Kathy. Hi, Kathy, who's in the chat room, and to Sean, and I was saying to both of them, I feel like I've just died. I could not tell you where it didn't ache. And I felt so sick, and I hadn't even got the energy to lift my head up off the pillow to even look at my laptop. Now, everybody knows I'm always on this laptop. I'm always sharing links. I'm always doing loads of different things behind the scenes. And I really, and my mate Kathy said to me, Sue, listen, you've hit a brick wall. Your body is telling you you have got to stop. You have got to at least have a day off where you just literally switch off. And do you know what? The next day I went on, and I got an inbox from a lady who said, Sue, I've put some links onto Global Animal Advocate, but it doesn't seem to have been shared as much as usual on there. And I just went, no, I've not been on.
Yeah.
And I thought, my goodness. You know what I mean? It sort of made me realise that I'm actually making a bigger impact than I actually think. And people are telling me that, you know...
I mean, there's 3 of us, and you know, the girls are online every single day, and if we don't answer within an hour, you know, you do get people like, why haven't you answered me? Da, 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 da. And it's like, you know, we are doing this for nothing. We do have lives. We've got other things going on. Annika's got children. Polly's got a child. You know, people have lives as well, and people just expect you to be there within a second and do something straight away, and it's not always possible. It is really, it's very, very draining, definitely.
Yeah.
But it's...
And the thing is, you've got to have fun with it. I mean, sometimes we've even been told off because we've had fun on a show, and we've literally said to people, listen, you have to have that break in a show sometimes, because there's been times when we've shared links and stuff, and you see some of these pictures, and it's just horrific. And it's, of course, well, anybody who's got a heart, it's got to hit you at some point. And you've literally got to lighten the load a bit by having a bit of fun with it, you know?
Most definitely. I mean, yeah, I have to go out. I have to walk the dogs a lot. I have to be out and about. I have to go for massages, you know, just to de-stress. You know, yeah, 100%. You have to do that. And also act silly as well sometimes. Get up and dance and be a bit silly.
Me? I don't know what you mean. I never actually. But I must just say to anybody who knows Granny M, right? Victoria hasn't met Granny M yet, but she'll know all about the funniness and the letting our hair down when Granny M comes on.
I like to let my hair down.
Oh my goodness. You haven't met Granny M yet. I'll send you the link on Facebook, all right? Granny M. Everybody on your Facebook will want to join up with Granny M. Trust me, okay?
Is she really a granny, or is that just her sort of name?
You'll see.
Okay.
I can't say no more than that.
I'm intrigued.
Everybody, it's funny. That's all I can say. And also, I've even got somewhere where everybody can go and rant to as well. We've got an Ask Sue rant page.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it's brilliant.
You
know when you really want to let the steam go? You know when you really want to let the steam go and you want to just explode? And you want to literally just go, oh my God, these people are whining. You can actually go there for free and just go and rant away.
Well, you know what? I think your page is going to be full up with me. You're going to have to keep deleting all my comments, because there are times that I really, really want to rant, but I don't want to be, you know, too rude, because I'm a canine angel. But if I can go on there and do it...
yes, that's fine. But the only trouble is your friends will want to join, because everybody loves a rant. I don't care who they are. Everybody likes to have a rant.
Absolutely.
It's got to be done,
isn't it? Very much needed in this world.
Exactly. So, you were saying that obviously Big Brother was something that you'd got a dream about and you wanted to go and do.
Yes.
So what dreams have you got for the future, and what have you got coming up in the future?
You know, my life has been pretty insane. You know, with all the modelling that I've done, the things that I've done, the TV commercials. I've travelled a hell of a lot, and I've come to a point in my life where, of course, it's great to do those sort of things, but for me, it really is about canine angels. It really is. There's nothing that makes me happier, makes my soul just so happy than being a canine angel and doing what we do and saving dogs' lives. It's not just, you know, obviously Canine Angels is for dogs. I was online the other day and I helped to rehome 200 hens. That's not something I've ever done before.
I saw that.
Yeah, so, you know, I'll have a go at helping any animal, or anyone, really, that needs help. But my plan for the future is really to make Canine Angels absolutely huge, just save as many dogs as possible, hundreds of thousands of them. And also, you know, I really would like to have my own doggy hotel daycare. I really would love to do something like that. So that's something that I'm looking to do in the new year. And just be around dogs, just help dogs, save dogs, be around dogs, work with dogs, and just keep doing what I'm doing and just be bigger and better at that, really. yeah, and doing things like this that are spreading the word and opening new things to me, and you know, any way that I can spread the word of what I'm doing and about animal rights, really.
Yeah. Is there anybody that you've literally had a real, how can I put this, say a famous first, we won't do the name and shame thing because that's a bit too much, but have you ever hit literally at a fallout with a celebrity over your beliefs on being a vegan or anything, you know, or have you found somebody that literally has stepped up to the mark as a celebrity that's made the difference for you?
Well, you know, we've got a lot of celebrity followers. If you go onto the Canine Angels page, you'll see that. I mean, obviously the biggest one, and we were very shocked about this, the three of us. Simon Cowell tweeted about Canine Angels, and we thought, wow, that's amazing. You know, he's tweeting about us and letting the world know, which is incredible.
Yeah.
Our website actually was so busy from that you know, we were just inundated with people asking about dogs that it crashed. Our website crashed.
Oh, bless you.
But to our surprise, I mean, I nearly fell off the sofa when Britain's Got Talent was on, and you know, Pudsey, the dog that won, the beautiful dog. Yes. With Ashley. Basically, when they had won, Simon Cowell did a shout out for us, and you know, I fell off the settee. I really didn't know that was going to happen. So, yeah, I have to thank him for doing that, Simon Cowell. That was absolutely incredible. And because of his shout-out, obviously, you know, we have a lot of followers, and we've adopted and fostered a lot more dogs because of that. But we also have a lot of other celebrities as well. I mean, Will Travers is the founder of Born Free. He's somebody that really supports Canine Angels. We've got Kevin McNally. He's a well-known actor. He's actually in the movie with Johnny Depp, Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah.
And yeah, we've got lots of people. Peter Egan. Who else have we got? I'll have to go on my site because I've got a bad memory. Yeah, but if you go on there, we've got a celebrity following, which is always nice. It does help, obviously. The media can be a powerful thing.
Because we were actually talking earlier about the fact that we were saying, you know, there's a lot of celebrities that have got a big status that actually don't use their status to the full potential that we really all could do with.
Well, absolutely. I mean, if you think about us, for instance, you and I, we're not celebrities. Yeah. We're just, you know, I wouldn't say I'm a normal person because I'm certainly not normal, but, you know, I'm just a person trying to help. And look what we have achieved already. So
even though I'll say you're a celebrity in my eyes, you're an absolute star in my eyes. You carry on.
You know what? I certainly don't see myself like that, and I really don't like that whole word celebrity. I mean, what does that mean exactly? But somebody like Simon Cowell, for instance, yeah, I mean, just by saying Canine Angels has made us absolutely huge. So many people adopted and fostered dogs from us after that. As I said, you know, our website crashed. And there's only three of us, and we do all the work. We do absolutely everything.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you know, people like Simon Cowell, people like the celebrities that we have could, and I don't mean it in a rude way, they could do more to help, most definitely.
Yeah.
But just by mentioning our names, that is absolutely incredible.
Exactly.
But
that's the thing. It doesn't even have to cost them anything, does it? Even if they just picked a shirt out of their wardrobe and signed it and said, here, can you auction this off for us?
Well, yeah, you've just come up with a really amazing idea there. But actually, and I'm going to say this.
We'll sort that out. We'll have an Ask Show auction. That's fine.
Yeah, if I had some of the money that some of those people have, you know, I know where I'd be putting my money. But that's not for me to tell celebrities or people, you know, where to put their money. And I'm sure they do
my number,
put their money
I'll tell them.
Well, but I'm sure they do. We just don't know about it. I mean, I don't think.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, somebody's going to put a lot of money into something and say they are. I mean, that would be a little bit sort of, I don't know, not very a classy thing to do, really. So I'm sure they do. But yeah, we could certainly do with that. That's for sure. As I said to you, we're all sort of spending our own money on this.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, just to have their dog is incredible. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah.
I mean, who doesn't love dogs? They're man's best friend. Well, supposed to be for the most part.
Well, oh, Dominic, I can feel me and you are going to end up with a rant before this end. I think me and you have done so well
well,
so
you know
far.
what?
I mean,
I've
we've
never actually done a rant on radio before, so you'll have to show me how it goes, Sue, because yeah.
Oh, don't. I just get so wound up with things. I think one of the things I really want to do, Victoria, is I want to start a massive network, okay? Now, I don't mean a network of just the UK. I want to do a massive network as in worldwide, okay? Now, I wanted to have a representative all over the world. So then I said to people, you know, we could get people to put posters out in that area. And I said, could anybody help? Okay. Now, when if I said to you, Victoria, could you be my representative for an area, I wouldn't expect you to do the whole of the UK, for instance. I would want you to either do a street or a block or a town or whatever. Do you know what I mean? I wouldn't, or even if it meant you just said to me, I'll put an advert in the newspaper. Do you know what I mean? Whatever it may be, okay? Now, what got me was, I didn't say to people they've got to go and put big, massive signs up all over their streets. I didn't say they've got to put posters. I was just going to say to people, either send emails, you can share links, you can just put on your Facebook or whatever, but it was just to have a connection worldwide, okay? Literally to get... Do you know how many people step forward?
I think you're going to tell me not many.
6.
Yeah.
To say that Ask Sue on the show went mental will be the understatement of the year. I totally lost it. I own up to the fact I did absolutely lose it. And I just said to people, all of you people want to make a change. All of you want to make this difference. All of you are saying you're sick to death of seeing these animals being cruelly treated.
Change, though?
And I'm like, I didn't ask you to do loads. I just asked you to put a name forward to your area wherever you live.
Actions speak louder than words.
6. I was like, oh my goodness. Do you know what I mean? I ask people to help me on the show sometimes, and you know, I'll put things and say, please, could you share the links to the show today? You know, we have the same ones that share the links. And do you know what? And I say to people, but then they'll all come and listen to the show, and I've only asked them to share the links. You know, there's some people that have been on my show loads of times, and I've literally shared their cause everywhere. Do you know what I mean? I've pushed their pages, I've had them on the show, and we've done loads of different things. And how many times have they shared my show? And I just think...
That's humans for you. That's why I like dogs, you see.
Do you know what? It's funny though, isn't it? Because they're always saying about the human race, oh, it's done this to the dogs. Did you see that bloke? He chopped the foot off one, or he's done this to another. And I'm thinking, yeah, but what exactly have you actually done to save one?
Yeah, no, I know.
It's all
you're
right
not even asking for money, are you? You're asking just for some help.
Yeah. And even if somebody just sent some emails, even if, like, somebody said, oh, actually, I know such a person, well, we could get them on the show for you. That's fantastic. But to do
you
nothing...
know something, actually, that leads me to something. I was on Facebook a few days ago, and I saw that there's going to be a mass killing. These dogs had all been... you may have seen it. These dogs have been...
Yes.
The dog catchers in Botastani.
That is what I cried about on the last show with Marcel. Honestly, I saw 5 seconds of the video.
Van, around 1,000 of them, obviously in different vans at different points, but... They're going to do a mass killing, and because they can't do it in, I think I'm saying it right, Botastani, they're sending them to Constanti, and they won't kill them in Botastani, but they will kill them in Constantia. And it's the mayor at the moment, and I can't even say his name, Oridu Portaruk.
No, that's all the person. We don't give them a name. We just join them to the WNKRS group.
Oh, what does that mean? Is that rude? Right, okay.
Yes, we'll just leave it at that.
I'm sure it is. Well,
I just left a couple of vowels out, but you'll get it.
Happen. Now,
Sorry?
he has said he wants this is going to happen, and it is happening. Now, I went on to Facebook, and I wrote out a press release. I sent it to, I don't know how many press, 20, 30. And I also wrote to the embassy as well, the Romanian embassy. Have I heard anything? No. Now, the thing is, Romania are supposed to be, they are part of the EU. That is not a country that's acting like they're part of the European community by mass killing thousands of dogs, 1,000 dogs. And nobody's doing anything about it. Now, I swear, if I had the money, I say that I've had the money. I've learnt that it's probably the mafia that's, I don't know if I should be talking about this, but that's doing this killing.
Carry on.
Yeah. If I had the money and the resources, I would go out there and I would try and stop this. There are some people out there trying to stop it, and they can't. It's just too big, too many people controlling it. But if we all got together, we could stop this. That's what makes me so very sad and so very angry at the same time. We are power together. Don't sit at home and go, oh, that's really sad, or make a little comment, oh, that's really bad. Where is that? What is that going to do? That's not going to help. Get up and do something.
Ali, you should have been on my previous shows. Do you know what? I hear people say to me every single day, right, and this is no disrespect, but I'm going to have a rant now. Victoria hasn't heard my rants, right? For the new people on the show, you'll get used to this ranting, okay, but it's to get somewhere. The reality is this, Victoria, right? I get people sending me inboxes of one dog, right? And they say, oh, Sue, this is happening in my area. Please help us, please, because they need to be rescued. They're going to be put down, right?
Yeah.
And I think, yes, that's one dog. And don't get me wrong, if I had the money, I would save that one dog, okay?
Yeah.
But that's one, okay? I am saying to people, I want to fetch people in worldwide where we all have a massive voice through the Global Animal Advocate, right? That is not stopping any groups going on there. I want every group on there. I don't care if you've got 10, 100, 1,000, 10,000, a million people on your group. All join in, okay? All in one place, all share your links on there, and all be a part of one big, massive voice, right? People have said to me, but Sue, you'll never get the whole world in. That's a load of crap. When Diana, and I'm going to bring Princess Diana, right? I loved her. She was an amazing woman, right? When Princess Diana died, the whole world came together and mourned over one lady. Okay, an amazing lady, I'll grant you that, and it did a lot of work behind the scenes, but the world came together and mourned together, and I can honestly say the world stopped that day because it was total shock.
I remember where I was, actually.
Do you know what? I can remember where I was. Shall I tell you where I was? I was fishing.
Okay. Well,
very romantic.
I was in Ibiza, actually. So,
you just have to do it, don't you?
No, I was
being
a youngster, you know, drinking and out and partying and all the rest of it, and that just stopped us literally dead in our tracks. I mean, that was, yeah.
It just makes. But do you know what? What absolutely gets me is the world came together. Now, no disrespect to Princess Diana, the world should have stopped, and the world should still question why she died. But we'll do that on a different show.
Yeah,
but the world should also come together because there is thousands and thousands and thousands of dogs every single day being killed, not humanely, being boiled alive, being chopped to pieces, being burnt to death, and everything else. And people say to me, the world can't come together. It did. It came together over one human.
Yeah, yeah.
So why the hell can't I do it? Now, I've got to say, for two lots of groups that are actually starting to make a difference at the minute, and that is Anonymous, the ones that are doing the marches with the masks, right? They're protesting over loads of different things.
Okay.
And the people against the Illuminati, over the government and everything, they're actually starting to make a difference because the world is actually at the moment, actually changing. I do believe that the human race is actually starting to wake up. Okay?
Yeah, I agree.
People are actually on a shift at the moment, and all these people are actually starting to question, hold on a minute, why are we taking all this crap from the government? Well, why are we? We have got, say, 10% of our world well, not even 10%, I would say 5% of our world is government, okay? 95% is society. The two lots of people we've got to blame for this cruelty is the 5% of government and us, the 95% being the society who just sits there every single day and takes it. Now, you can either sit there and you can cry over what you see, and all I can say to you lot is just keep bloody crying, keep holding your tissues and keep crying, because it's not going to happen while you're sitting there. And the people that comment on my pictures and say, do you have to post this on Facebook? Yes, reality is that right looking at you.
Yeah.
But until the society stands up and says, hold on a minute, we've just about had enough of this shit. You know, at the end of the day, the government is not changing any laws. You know, you can actually get and beat the hell out of a dog, and two puppies got buried alive, right, in the UK, and the guy got 25 weeks.
I didn't know about this.
They buried two pups alive and got 25 weeks,
I'd
right?
have buried him alive.
Oh, don't even start me. Putting him with a tiger would have been more my thing. But anyway.
Yeah,
but you know what? And they got 25 weeks. And I just think, oh, my Lord and life.
Yeah.
What on earth is actually happening? This is just totally wrong.
The law isn't
so wrong.
Well, let's say that, sorry.
And then we've got the other ones that say there is no money in the world. That's a load of rubbish as well, because there must be money in the world, because when I go shopping, there's brand new cars in that car park every single time.
Yeah.
You know, so at the end of the day, people, all I can say to you is that don't tell me that we can't change it. Don't tell me we haven't got a big enough voice. Don't tell me we can't do this, because we so can do it.
Yeah. But the question is, do people really want to change things? You know, we get a lot of comments underneath, you know, when we're trying to adopt or foster dogs out. Oh, isn't he cute? Oh, it's so sad. And those comments are not helping. We need help. You know, it's just taking up all the comments, and no one's actually doing anything about it. I think we've all done that before in the past. We've all cried at home, and I think it is about taking action, and that's what you're doing, that's what I'm doing, and hopefully other people will listen to us tonight and they'll go and actually do something. You know, and it is about all of us just getting together and doing something, and not just making comments and not just crying at home, and getting out there and making a difference.
Yeah, exactly. It just makes me so angry. I just keep hearing people say to me, and they send me inboxes, and you must get it as well, inboxes and emails, oh, please, can you save this one? Oh, what? You know, if it's on their doorstep, or they can see it from their windows, then it's an issue. But any further than that, oh no, it's no problem. And if it's on their Facebook and then they just happen to see a dog being boiled alive, or a dog with its face hanging off, or a dog with a broken leg and it's hanging all off, then...
Canine Angel's motto is every life counts. And yes, every life does count.
Absolutely.
But I forgot to say earlier, what we want to do in the new year is spay and neuter. And as I said to you before, it is like millions to spay and neuter. We really need donations, and we really need everybody getting together on this, and just doing it, rather than saying, oh, isn't it terrible, isn't it terrible? Let's all do something about this. We can do this if we all stick together. So
do you know, when I was talking to Marcel, he amazed me. He was telling me that when they get the dogs from Romania and take them to Germany to his rescue, that it only costs €20 to get them spayed.
Oh, well, that's very cheap. I thought it was something like €50. I didn't know it was €20.
And apparently it was something around Romania. He said if he brought them to Germany and then got them done, it was a lot dearer. But if they actually had it in, you know what I mean? And I was like, €20. You know, if we all did a little bit of that, you know, and me and you will have to talk, obviously. I think we'll be talking for the week up to next week's show. Do you know what I mean? It's not a problem. But you know, so much could be done. You know,
absolutely.
So absolutely. We're saying about these, sorry, I'm just fighting with a cat that wants to play with a laptop wire at the moment.
Well, I've got my
Bless them.
Harry just come over and put his head on my feet. You know, my dogs, they make me laugh every day of my life. You know, my eldest is 10, and he has me in stitches every day. He has me crying nearly every day.
Yeah.
Dogs are incredible, and I'm sure you feel that way about your cats. They're just, I could watch them for hours.
Well, I'm exactly the same about I've got 3 dogs, I've got 16 cats, 6 rabbits, 3 battery chickens. Okay, and I need to come back to you about them hens as well. That was amazing. And I actually rescued them, my chickens. They were literally, you should have seen them when I got them.
Yeah.
They were like, they got bright red bottoms, very little feathers, and they did look a mess. They were little ugly ducklings, but ugly chickens, weren't they?
But
Not
they look
ugly
great
ducklings.
now.
Oh no, they're running around the big back garden, you know, oh my goodness, as soon as you open the back door, they run to you like idiots, walking around with the dogs like there's no tomorrow,
I would love that. I am so jealous right now. I would love that. That is just, that is my perfect life. I would like
but do you know what the problem is now?
Like cows, love it.
Yeah, but do you know what I really want to do? I want to find somebody that's got a small holding that can no longer manage it, and if they've got a granny flat, they can go in their little granny flat, okay, and I can take over the actual place, and I would love to be able to rescue and rehome, and, you know, maybe we could even do, I've also seen other places that do this, that they do like B&Bs so that their dogs can come and stop as well while they're on holiday in the country.
Well, absolutely, that's what I said I want to do, a canine hotel. And a doggy daycare, absolutely. I mean, that's just something I would love to do.
Oh my goodness. You know, you get all these people that have got these big, massive places that just don't know what to do with it. I'm not being funny, but just ring me. I'll show you exactly what we need to do with it.
So will I. Well, I hope to be one of those people next year when I move. So, yeah.
Where are you wanting to move to, Victoria, just in case we can find a nice place for you?
Well,
have you got any places you like?
I really want to move, I think, to Sussex, near to Annika, my canine angel. So one of the founders of Canine Angels. I want to move near to her. And I'd love Pola to move near as well, so the 3 of us can be together. But we shall see. That's a dream. We'll see if that'll happen.
So we need 3 mansions together for you then?
Well, yeah, something like that. Well, maybe not mansions, farmhouses.
Let's go for 3 mansions, and if we get 3 houses together, then that will be even better too.
3 farmhouses. Yeah. A farmhouse would be absolutely amazing for me. That's the dream, and, you know, it will happen. I can tell you that now. It will happen.
Oh, I keep saying this every single time. I just say, you know, something's got to give somewhere, hasn't it? You know, we've got to literally step up to the mark somewhere. Something's going to just, I'm sure, right, that one of these days something's just going to click and everybody's going to wake up. I actually put my status, actually, the other day. I put, I've had a sleep. Please tell me I've now woken up and it's not cruel world anymore.
Yeah, I don't know if we're ever going to fully eliminate that, because there's always going to be evil in the world, but I think... The trouble is, though, there isn't the law there to stop it. Yeah, it's not... You know, if
a guy can actually go and bury 2 puppies alive and get 25 weeks, and we can have... I'm going to say the word, they're all going to laugh at me in the chat room because I say this every single time. And if you can have paedophiles walking off streets because they've got been left out of jail and funnily enough put on a list, which just really does get on my nerves and make chronic, then how on earth is it ever going to change?
Well, there you go. I know what I do with those paedophiles. They would be what I would test my cosmetics on.
My goodness, yeah. I've got a few kitchen utensils I could test on them as well.
You are funny. I'm obviously totally against testing anything on animals, so I just think we should test it on paedophiles. But again, a lot of people probably complain about that comment, but to be honest, I really don't care.
Do you know what? I got slated because I said because this is my rant as well. Here's another one for you. If a dog goes and bites a child, right, straight away it gets put down. Not even any question. There's no judge and jury. That owner has the right to just put that dog down. But then if a dog, if somebody, let's just say, horrible person, but you know the word I'm really looking for, actually goes and abuses a dog, you know, let's face it, we've seen some horrific pictures on Facebook. What do they get for it? Nothing.
Exactly.
Now, but we can just put a dog down because it bit a child. Let's just say, for instance, the child's holding a buddy. The owner forgot to feed it that day because it was on a busy time of it. And so it goes and snaps the kid's hand by accident because it goes for its sandwich. Straight away, the dog's put down. But then we can have somebody that gets a hammer and smashes the hell out of some poor dog's head, but that's okay. What? Now tell me there's a law in that.
It's very, very, very frustrating, isn't it? Very frustrating indeed.
Do you know what? It's not frustrating. Do you know what? That's frustrating. But do you know what's frustrating is the fact that all these people listening to the show and all the people who listen after the show, because it is recorded and we can share the links afterwards, all of those people, or no, I won't say all, that's wrong, but some of these people will not share it any further and wouldn't stand up to the cause. We need to be getting this voice heard. We need people to start saying that actually, governments, we really have had enough.
No, I totally agree with you. I've always been somebody that if I don't want something or I don't like something, I will always stand up and say that's... And you know what? A lot of people don't like that. They don't like to do that and they don't like to hear it.
Yeah. Yep.
But I would rather be that sort of person than be someone that sits there and thinking, I don't like this, I don't like that, but I'm not actually saying anything about it. You have to be vocal. You only get one life. You have to say what you like. You have to say what you don't like.
Exactly. I've just got to say, I think I've more than aired my opinions over my time.
Well...
Probably a bit too much of some of them, bless them.
I think I have too, but not on the radio before. So I'm sure we'll be doing that once I... yeah. I
was just going to say, we'll leave you with the L plates tonight, but you know that, it'll be excellent. Oh, the next one. I tell you what, everybody, if you think tonight was okay, wait until the rest of the shows. We've got quite a few topics we're going to be ranting about, okay? So, absolutely brilliant, I'm going to say. Right, if anybody's in the chat room has got any questions for Victoria, please give us a shout, and we'll shout a few out as well. And maybe if you want to give us an email, asksueshow@gmail.com. Maybe there's a question you'd like to ask Victoria, and we'll give her a bit of a shout out. So what are you doing over the weekend then?
You know, I think this weekend, I hate to be really boring, I'm going to clean my apartment and I'm going to take the dogs out. And I think I'm going to work out because I haven't done any working out for about 2 months. So, yeah, just a bit of sort of chilling really. And being with my dogs, being with my kids, my furry babies. I've just seen that you've put our Sue Rant Pants and... We Love Granny M. Oh, fantastic. And Patrick the Miracle. Yeah, I'll definitely be checking all those out, that's for sure.
You're going to love it, honestly. You'll absolutely love it. It's all good fun.
I don't know whether to ask you about this now, but is this show, is it aired live or...?
It is live now, and it's also recorded, so you can share the links to any groups you want so they can listen as well. So it's actually recorded. You can share it to a website. You can share it to groups. So even the people listening now, you can share it onto your statuses and just say you've been listening to Victoria and Sue on the Ask Sue show, and it was a good show, or is, oh my goodness, you should have heard them ranting. Anything you want. And even if I just need to see if that doctor is still here. What was his name again? I've forgotten his name, bless him. He seems to have disappeared, but we'll share it to him as well, and he can go and share it all over as well, bless him.
Oh, okay. That's how.
So yeah, so it's really good. Then. Yeah, really good.
I'm sharing it now. I'm hoping that somebody will call in. I'm not very technical at all, so I'm giving it a go.
Yeah, right. Now, I don't know how you say this. Judith is saying to me, "Hi, Victoria. Do you know I'm going to make a total fool of myself by trying to pronounce it, so I'm not going to. It's spelled A-S-O-C-I-A-T-I-A, adore.
Hold on. A what?
A-S-O-C-I-A-T-I-A, adore. A-D-O-R.
Associates Adore?
Yes.
Yes, I think so, in Romania.
Right.
Yeah.
That's right. Well, they are also, and it's in Barsania. Well, Judith, who's in the chat room, she's actually a friend of mine, and she's also friends with Marcel. And they're all working together as far as Romania. So this is why we want to get Marcel in the show with you to be able to all join forces.
Okay. Yeah, no, I do know. I definitely know that name.
Well, I'll share the link with you after the show. Please remind me, won't you?
I will do. I'm writing it all down because I've got a memory like a sieve.
Yeah. Actually, I'll write it on a piece of paper.
Yeah, no, I've got a bad memory right now. I have to write everything down. Yeah, I think it's the stress of what I do with the animals. It's can't think straight at all. I've just done that on Facebook. I'll now do that on Twitter as well. See if we can get people calling in.
I'm just going to say, Judith has just done a big go Marcel in the chat room because he's absolutely amazing. He's such a good bloke. Just a quick shout out for the people in the chat room. If the guest would sign his Blog Talk Radio, you'll be able to come and talk in our lovely chat room. So a big shout out to my other half, bless him, Bill, to Kathy Teal, my good friend, M the Palace fan, Hilary Rogers, Judith, Mona, Pam, of course, Sean or Max, and the lovely Rat Heebie-Jeebie. So hi to all of you that's all in there. And, you know, the guests, if you'd like to sign into Blog Talk Radio, and the ones that haven't joined the Ask Sue show yet on the group on Facebook, please go and join us. That's where you all... Right, I must just interrupt, right, for a minute. I've got two daughters that I showed the picture of you on Facebook, and they said, Mum, can we read something on the show? Now, just to let you know that they are 10 and 11, okay? So they put these words together, and I will just tell you, they are all absolutely animal mad, and they can rant just as bad as their mother, so goodness help you in a few years, I tell you, to say the least. But just to let you know as well, my son Jamie started a group called God Help John the Dog, and it was over a dog that was starved to death, or half to death I should say, because John has actually survived and he's now looking very beautiful and he's in America. And Jamie said to me one day, we're on the laptops, and Jamie's 13, and he said to me, Mum, I've started up a group. And I said, you what? He said, I've started up a group on Facebook. And I said, oh, have you? And he said, yeah. I said, oh, what's it called? And I was waiting for PlayStations R Us or something. And he said, it's called God Help John the Dog. And he got pictures of John and everything. So I thought I'd be really funny, and I would add 200 of my friends to it. So he literally went and looked, and he went, oh my goodness, I've got 200 friends already. And so that was really funny. And then the next morning, it was really funny because one of my mates and a few of my mates had added their friends. So when he got up the next day, he had 1,200 friends on there.
Wow.
And that's a 13-year-old.
Well, it just shows you, doesn't it? It just shows you. I'm writing that down because I'm also going to join that page too. And that page is called...
Victoria's going to join your page.
Is it God Help John the Dog?
Was it God Help John the Dog, was it? Yes.
Is that your
God
dog
Help
as well?
John the Dog.
That's brilliant. Well done.
Yes.
You know, I don't
they
have
are big
children,
well done from Victoria.
They're going to be exactly like that.
Oh, yes. So I'm going to pass you over to Emma for a minute, okay? Oh, sorry. No, it's Jana that goes first, the youngest, the baby of the family. She's 10, but what the thing is, I want them to make, you know, they even get to see the real bad pictures as well, because I think they need to be shown reality. It's not a nice world out there.
No.
So they take part of it. So we'll see how she gets on. So this is Jana, and she's 10. Here you go.
Hello, Ashley Show, and welcome. Come on, people, we need to stop people from killing dogs and cats. About one day I will think about saving dogs and cats. I wish that I could save them, but I need the ASU show, and everybody needs the ASU show. And soon I will change the name ASU Davis to ASU Jana Hobbs Davis. Well, I will think of something else. So who is with me and ASU Davis? XX lol, and have a good night, everybody.
I'm with you.
Isn't she brilliant, Bessa?
Oh, that is so
So
sweet.
that's Janet. She's 10.
Hello, lovely to meet you.
Oh, here, let me just pass back.
Hello.
That was amazing. Absolutely amazing. Well done. And it's really lovely to meet you.
Lovely to
Really
meet you
proud of
too.
yourself. Really proud of yourself.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Right. And this is now Emma. And now you've got trouble. I can tell you think I'm bad. Here you go. I'll pass you over to Emma. And Emma is 11. So here's Emma.
Hello again, Victoria. As Diana said, we need to make a stop to all of this abuse to children, animals and even adults. There's children and animals stolen from back gardens and the next day reported missing from wherever they are, and some never find, sometimes find and hurt. Again, as Jana said, and as Sue said, we all need to make a stand. Enough is enough. We have seen the picture of thousands of dogs being boiled. Even for me and Jana, we are upset. And for this, the only people who deserve to be boiled are paedophiles, rapists and the animal abusers, and the officers who shot that dog who, when the owner was walking it on the public footpath, and the owner got knocked to the floor and the dog got killed, who is going to stand with us. Please think of the dog scared and the children missing their mums and dads and families. And thank you, Victoria, for coming on to the ASU show. It is a pleasure, and welcome to the ASU show.
Oh, thank you so much. I'm
You're
with
welcome.
you, Emma. Well done. That was brilliant. I'm with you 100%. More than 100%.
She said she's with you 100%. Oh, bless. So, do you know what? This is when I am proud to the punch of my children, because at the end of the day, I don't hide them from anything. People have actually run me down and everything else. Now, Janet has, Emma has set up a group, and it's called I Love All of My Animals. And I would just like to say that somebody even went and reported Emma to Facebook, to get her off Facebook, because they were obviously jealous of the numbers she was getting on her group.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. So maybe we could get Victoria on your group as well, Emma. What do you think?
Absolutely. I'm going on there now. Absolutely.
I'll send you links after the show, love.
Sorry?
I'll send you some links to their groups after the show.
Please do.
But,
you know, don't worry about petty-mindedness people. Really, really don't. They're not worth it.
Exactly. But the thing is, what people need to realise is the fact that these are the children of our future, and if we're not educating these, where on earth are we going to have to go next?
Absolutely. I mean, I think this is, it sounds silly, but I think this is something that needs to be taught in schools as well. They teach so many things in schools that actually are not really going to help you in life. But things like caring and loving for things that, you know, that don't have a voice is something I think they should be teaching in schools, and how to be kind to animals and how to treat animals. You know, I hear it all the time, people saying, oh, when I'm out with my dogs, and if you saw my dogs, they all look like little teddy bears. And I've had children running away from them before because their parents said, oh, my child is scared of dogs. And how could you be scared? I mean, literally, my dogs look like little tiny teddy bears that they would have on their bed. And I think it's a problem with the parents, not the children, obviously. You know, children need to be taught that these are just little dogs and they're not going to hurt them for the most part. But
exactly.
they're not taught that.
Do you know what upset me the other day was the fact that, and I totally respect the family in one sense but not the other, their little girl was on a park, and a dog came onto the park where there was supposed to be no dogs at all and literally attacked this little girl and made a right mess of her face, right? And, you know, as a mum, that must be mortifying, to say the least. But, you know, and I thought, oh, my goodness, you know, it doesn't even bear to think about. But then, do you know what? The mum's decided that she's going to rehome their family dog that's been good with her, never gone to bite her or anything, because she says all dogs are unpredictable. That's really, it doesn't even get into my head. I think to myself then, right, okay, that's fair enough, that's her opinion. I'll go with that, okay. But we've got paedophiles walking our streets every day, so do we stop our kids walking on our streets with us?
Absolutely. I mean, people can be unpredictable as well. And the thing about dogs is they are wolves at the end of the day, you know, and even with my little dogs, you know, you have to watch all animals, don't you? But it is about, it's the human's fault at the end of the day. It's not the dog's fault.
Exactly. But see, with my children, I've spoken about my kids on the show quite a few times, you know. They have been brought up, and the dogs, this is the funny thing, right? The dogs and the kids are on the same level in the sense of respect. They've got to respect each other.
Yeah.
Okay? Now, people say to me, oh, the dogs are at the bottom of the pack and everything. Yeah, they are to a degree, but they're also on the same level. If my kids are winding the dogs up, they'll get told off. And if the dogs are being stupid or they're messing about at a certain time, then they'll be put in their place too. But they've got a respect for each other.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
and, you know,
totally.
when my children were babies, when my children were babies, we brought them home from hospital, I didn't shut my dogs outside. The dogs were exactly the same place as they were before. Do you know what I mean?
My dogs are my children.
Yeah.
But they are, I mean, absolutely.
But I think with the education, if we can at least start with educating the kids and showing the kids different things and making them realise, because my friend was actually, I took my 3 kids up there, and my kids are never rough to dogs and stuff, and she wanted to show me, she said, Sue, if I had my way, I'd teach kids, you know. So I said, well, just show me. And she said to my kids, she said, just sit there a minute, she said. So she went and she said, right, come here. Anyway, she stroked them all on the head and she patted them on the head. Then she pushed them a little bit and stroked them again. Then she patted them on the head. And then she went to the fridge and she got a big bar of chocolate out and she went up to them, she put it towards them and then took it away and then went to the next one and took it away. Then went and patted them on the head again and then was putting the chocolate by them. And she did this for about 5 minutes. And she went, Sue, how do you think the kids would feel if you did that to them? And I went, well, it certainly proved a point. And she went, yes. And do you know what? If we actually had people that actually went into these schools, right, we had CLB checks and we went into these schools and did this, those children would all remember that rather than us actually ranting at them and saying to them, this is how you need to treat a dog.
Yeah.
They would actually remember that, wouldn't they?
Oh, totally. I think it's definitely something that needs to be taught from a really, really young age. You should be really, really proud of both your daughters there for what they just said and what they stand for.
Yeah.
It is a pity that there's not more young people, because as you said, they are the future. So, sorry, I'm just looking on Facebook and I've just seen something about dog fighting, and it's, oh, goodness gracious me.
Oh, it's just... It just gets you, doesn't it? It's just the fact that I feel like I do these shows sometimes, and then I go back on Facebook after and I think, I did the show, I had my rants, and I still don't seem to be any further. And I just want to go further, but until we got numbers and until we get everything forward, where do people want us to go?
It's people uniting, it's governments changing, and it's funds, money, and, you know, all these things together collectively will make a difference. And until those things happen and people's attitudes changing, and the younger generation learning more about animals and passing that forward. You know.
Exactly. So let's face it, in a roundabout nutshell, they need to be joining Global Animal Advocate, they need to be joining Canine Angels, they need to be joining Hey Mr. Government, and then we also need to set out an education plan to start to get our kids to understand as well.
Well, you know, if they would allow me to go around schools and I knew exactly what I was talking about and I was confident enough, I would love to talk about things like that. You know, I'll take my dogs with me. That'll be a great thing. I'm sure the youngsters would enjoy it as well. Yeah,
definitely. And this is the thing, it could make, I mean, I've even seen some people with children, I live near the Mere, right, and we have some kids that go to the Mere, and they're frightened to death of the geese and stuff, okay?
Yeah.
You know what my Emma does? And I've actually got a picture, actually, of where I picked one up as well. We actually picked up a goose, right, and my Emma picked up this goose and was holding it, and all the rest of the kids are screaming like big babies.
Oh, for goodness, that's absolutely ridiculous.
But the thing is, it's because she respects them, and because at the end of the day, she was showing people there's no need to be scared of them. Do you know what I mean?
They have
There's
more
nothing
to
to be
fear
scared
from
of.
us than the other way around.
Yeah, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it was just amazing. They'll sit there and they'll feed them out the hands where most kids won't even let the geese by them.
Yeah, it's the parents' fault, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh.
But then it's also a big respect thing as well, isn't it? I mean, we go to the Mere sometimes, and we've got adults that have got their dogs running off the lead. Now, again, it's not the dog's fault. You've got owners that just let their dogs run all over the place. We let them poo all over the kids' park and everywhere, and then they wonder why people are against the dogs.
Yeah, that's not good. No, always pick up after my babies. Yeah.
Exactly. I have so enjoyed the show. I think me and you have got a very long road ahead of us with some brilliant shows lined up.
Definitely. Obviously we'll speak afterwards about, you know, the other subjects that we're going to talk about and everything. So do people call in? Are people going to call in this evening, or...?
Well, do you know what? We've ranted so much. Would you believe we've got 10 minutes of time left? Let me just have a look if we've got any callers in. Do you know what? We've been so busy talking about everything. Now, we have got somebody. So do you just want to tell everybody about Canine Angels while I just find out who's on the line? Give them the websites, love.
Yes. Well, I can give you the website for Canine Angel. There's only one website. It's K-9angels.org, or our Facebook page is Canine Angels. I always seem to get that one wrong for some peculiar reason. It's just K-9 Angels. You can join us on there as well and see all the dogs that we have for adoption and foster. We update that page every day, so it's better to go onto our Facebook page rather than our website. We've also got a magazine that's out that tells you and keeps you up to date with everything that we're doing, from giving out awards in Parliament last week, you know, to fundraising, to doing Pup Aid, which is a really big, it's a celebration of promoting to buy stray dogs, not to buy stray dogs, to adopt stray dogs rather than buy dogs. That's in Primrose Hill in London. We did that this year. It's just the magazine telling you about everything that's been going on, really, and there's so much going on from the dogs that we're rescuing from Romania and from Thailand, telling you stories about particular dogs. Check out Canine Angels, K-9angels.org. We really would appreciate your support.
See, you did survive. Didn't you do well, everybody?
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Right. we've got Andrew on the line who just wants to join in. He's from the US and wants to talk about dogs and pit bulls. Hi, Andrew.
Hello, how are you?
Hello, Andrew.
Oh. Yes, yeah, I was talking about pit bulls earlier. I think a lot of people are afraid of pit bulls because of their horrible history, you know? And people need to realize it's not the dog, it is the owner.
Absolutely.
You know? And people fail to see that.
Yeah. I have to admit
my next door neighbor breeds pit
I have a
bulls,
little bit
and
of
they're
fear
the most
of
beautiful,
them as well.
kindest
I
dog.
don't, but people have made such a big thing about it. They have, and it's terrible that they should do that.
It's all about education,
really
you know, letting people know. Because people are afraid of the unknown, you know?
Yeah.
And it's just
pick up
a book and read before you start, you know, talking. You know?
Do you have 2 pit bulls, did you say?
No, my next door neighbor actually breeds pit bulls.
Oh, okay.
I've always been a big dog fan. I had boxers in my life, you know. And now I have a little puppy, but, you know.
Oh,
I feel like the pit bulls really get, like, the bad reputation for no reason.
They do here in the UK as well, actually. They're the ones that are the you know, really, really hard to rehome. There's so many pit bulls that need homes. It's unbelievable. They really are hard to rehome. They do have that stigma about them.
Yeah, because people, as soon as they hear pit bull, they're like, whoa, oh no,
so they do.
It's vicious, it's going to eat you up, you know?
Yeah. No, it's definitely the human that's going to eat you up and not the pit bull.
Yeah, you know, it's all about how you raise a dog. A dog just doesn't breed and it just starts to fight and just maul people out of nowhere, you know?
Yeah, totally.
It's just, I'm a huge dog lover and I'm a huge reptile lover as well. That's a total another subject, but...
That'll be another show for us then.
Yeah, like I have over 13 to 15 snakes, and you know.
Oh, do you really?
15 snakes?
Yeah, I'm a breeder. I breed snakes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and the people.
How's your phobia about snakes then, Victoria?
Oh, I have no phobias of any animals whatsoever.
That's good.
Our phobia is humans, isn't it?
Yes.
I would agree. Humans are the most dangerous. You know what they say? They actually did a poll, and 97% of people said they would pick up a stray dog from the street over a human being. 97% said that.
Well, could you just go and get that 97% and tell them tomorrow to go and pick them up then?
Exactly.
True. Now, where are you ladies from? Like, where are you from?
We're both from the UK.
From London.
The UK. Oh, I love the UK.
Yeah, so London, the world. Yes, I'm from London, in the UK. That's where I am now, actually, in southwest London.
Yeah, I'm from New York.
Oh man, I love New York.
You've been there before, I'm assuming.
Yeah, quite a few times. Love the place. Amazing, amazing energy.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Excellent. Well, Andrew, thank you very much for calling in. Please join us another night, won't you? Maybe we'll be talking about the old amphibians and all of those. But thank you very much for calling into the show.
You're welcome. Pleasure.
Thank you.
UK all the way.
Thank you.
Okay,
bye.
thanks ever so much. Cheers, Andrew. Thank you.
Right,
bye-bye. Oh, bless. Now, let me have a look. I've got another call now. Hold on. Hold on, I've just pressed the totally wrong button.
I do like
Hold on, it's all gone
I
pear-shaped because I'm trying to rush. Where are we? I'll just check. Are you going to be on the show, where are we? Friday. Are you going to be on the show on Friday next week?
Are you talking to me?
I am.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Right.
Yes.
So tell a few people maybe what we can be talking about next week on Friday. Well, I just see who's on the line for a very quick natter to them.
Well, I'm quite an open person, so we can talk about most things really, but things that obviously is something that is very very close to my heart, obviously, is animals and animal abuse. Another thing that I love to talk about because I am secretly trying to change the world into vegetarians. Again, I'm not going to shove it down your throat, pardon the pun, but, yep, I would like to turn you all vegetarian. I'd love to tell you why. So if anybody wants to talk about vegetarianism, veganism, then I would love to talk about that. Again, and let's just talk about how we can all collectively get together and save the animals. It doesn't matter what animal it is. I want to save it, but obviously dogs are very, very close to my heart. But there are two things that I'm extremely passionate about, that I love talking about. So if you want to talk about those, then please phone in, email next week, and I will try and answer your questions. I'm not an expert, but I will try my best to answer your questions on those two subjects. Is Sue there, or has she left me all alone on the radio? Okay, so should I start singing?
Yes,
no.
that'd be brilliant. No, I'm
not
joking.
A good idea.
Can I? Oh, do you know what? I've just lost the number. Right, Calvin, if you can just ring in so I can write down the number. You've disappeared before I got a chance to write the number down.
I can tell everybody something else that I did this year as well, but not many people know about.
Listen. We've got 2 minutes left, and I've just got to tell you that a gentleman has just rung up who's going to help us because he actually does something about educating children in schools by what I very quickly picked up. So, Calvin, please ring back in so we can get your number because you went too quick before I had a chance to put the pen to the paper. So just ring in, and I'll take the number, and I'll call you after the show.
I have a friend that's going to be doing
absolutely
a talk at the university soon, and I was going to go along with her and try and get up there and do a little bit of talking too, because you're right, it's definitely starting with the young, isn't it? And that's how we change the world.
Exactly. Oh, actually, let me just...
Is Calvin calling back?
It's okay, I've got his number, and then I'm going to literally... Hold a minute, I don't know if I have got his number. Calvin, if you could give me an email, asksueshow@gmail.com, or if you give us a call back in and I'll get your number off the phone lines, that would be fantastic. So we're down to 1 minute left, Victoria. Thank you so much for joining us on the show. It's been an absolute pleasure to have you.
Oh, it's been amazing, honestly. It's my first time I've ever done. I think I've been on the radio once many, many years ago. So this is the first time I've done anything like this. Thank you for asking me, and thank you for letting me be your co-host, and I can't wait for next week now.
Oh, I tell you, roll on is all I can say.
Yes, definitely.
I would just like to say to everybody, I know everybody will agree with me, it's been an absolute pleasure having the lovely Victoria Eisermann on our show tonight. And that's a round of applause from Emma, who's in the room, and Jamie.
Oh,
and
thank you
Jana.
very much.
And thank you very much for joining us.
Have a brilliant weekend.
We will be back with you on Friday night.
Oh, brilliant. All right, have a great weekend, everybody.
Yes, and
Bye.
you, love. Good night.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
And I would like to thank everybody for joining us tonight. Please join the Ask Sue show on Facebook, the group. And if Calvin could please give me a call on this number straight away, and I will get hold of your number and I'll give you a call back. Thank you very much, and speak to you soon. Good night.